Hey everybody, welcome back. Northern Lion plays the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. Easy wins, easy life. Ooh, except for maybe right now. Great shot speed, otherwise stats seem a little underwhelming. A8MQ RDNY. Mystery Sack is good, and Jar of Flies is awesome. The problem is, this low starting HP leaves us a little bit behind the 8 ball. That doesn't solve the problem. Literally, like, the only drop we could have gotten from a, Okay, disregard. Actually, life is great. A bomb and a key for Cricket's Head early on is amazing. So what's my thinking? Well, I think there's two different areas, or two different avenues in which we decide to pop Jar of Flies. One of them is we gain, we have 20 flies. The other one is we're running up against tough enemies. I'm going to be a complete and utter idiot and take Dunce Cap. You know why? As a way of saying thank you. Definitely just go with Cupid's arrow. As a way of saying thank you for giving me Cricket's Head. And I think Dunce Cap, you know, is bad. It's a bad item. I'm not happy to have it, but I took it anyway because sometimes, you know, you pay your dues now. I believe that maybe karma's going to be on our side. Now, I don't actually believe in the concept of karma necessarily, but I believe that it may lead to a zanier run, and if I say that it's for karmic purposes, perhaps more people will be less inclined to be annoyed by the fact that I did this. But I honestly think that this run is really... Oh, don't step on the poison, you dummy! I honestly think this run is really, really good right now, as long as we live. Does he actually confuse himself with his own butt farts? I did not know that. So we get Little Steven for a little bit of, like, you know, guaranteed damage, I suppose. We'll check for Eternal Hearts or Black Hearts. It would be very nice to get one of those right now. Tell you what, look for a secret room right here. Wow, that's a bummer. Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't we throw a bomb down right here? Grab this. Go into our shop. Hopefully pick up a Spirit Heart. A 3-cent Spirit Heart. Don't mind if I do. If we get one more penny, I'll buy the bomb. No, that's fine. I still want to give ourselves a chance at the arcade on the next floor. I doubt it's going to be valuable for us, but it's. I think this is a shrewd choice nonetheless. Now, the astute amongst you may notice that I got a little bit more scared after the fact that I picked up the Dunce Cap. All in good time, my dear. Basement 1. I don't even feel comfortable at the present moment playing the Blood Bank once. With piercing shots, though, we can take out these fires pretty quickly. Hoping for luck upgrades, but also, you know, every penny may make a difference if we're able to get into our shop. But just play, you know, according to due diligence for a while here, and I think we'll be able to come out of this floor in a great position. Mystery Sack gave us a single penny. That's a relatively shit get. But let's not ignore what we have in this run already. Low HP, yes. However, really high damage tiers, this early on at least, that are also piercing. Plus we have the actual shot... Oh, you're invisible. The actual Jar of Flies here that's going to help us out a lot as well. Okay. Loki's Horns with Dunce Cap. I don't know if this actually does anything. Oh, it seems to. And that's relatively good. Anything that gives us the ability to kind of shoot, you know, more in a straight line, or at least with more guaranteed damage. Thank you for not being bad trip. That would have been a bit of a bummer. Obviously quite interested in going to our shop if possible, but, you know, if the boss fight wants to show up right now and, you know, we can use our flies to get that done, then even better. Okay, I'm an idiot and I stepped on the spikes. The flies, I'm not insulting the flies, but the flies did distract me. So let's stop losing HP in extremely preventable ways here. 9 lives, maybe, would be fitting. Pentagram's great. Please don't make me fight Krampus. Ooh, we can't take anything. Just can't take anything. Can't take it. Tried Perthrow. Thought maybe it might be able to get the job done. We should go gamble and try to get keys so we can get into our shop. There's great stuff on the boss fight, or on the deal with the devil, I should say. We just can't afford it from an HP standpoint. But we might be able to after we do this. But then we'd have to find a way back in. I actually put my head in my hands there. That's how disappointed I was by the haul from that tinted rock there. That's okay. You know, I can't complain too much because I have thrown away a little bit of HP here that I definitely should not have. We could pretty easily be at 2 Spirit Hearts right now. So that's on me, for sure. I think you play these guys, and you play until you get a key, or until, you know, you're out of money, or... I definitely should not have gotten that close. Maybe gave me a little bit of a heart attack there. If you get red hearts, you know, you can throw a little bit of love at this blood bank and hope that that works out for you. 2 keys is lovely. I think we just stick with this, and you know what? I think I will fight these bosses right away. I'm hopeful that these bosses don't do 1 full heart of damage, but of course it's a possibility. I'm not going to deny that. I want to be able to get into our shop and pick up a Spirit Heart, though. If only I'd hemorrhaged a little bit less Spirit Heart action. I yielded Spirit Hearts too easily for ridiculous reasons. But we're going to get through the boss trap room just fine here. We're still on schedule for boss rush, which honestly we don't deserve, but... Oh, we got a troll bomb that, you know, easily could have ended our lives. Could have ended our life. So, be smart here. I do think this is a very sensible option. You know, like, why wouldn't we go through this right now? Try to get a HP upgrade. 1 HP upgrade completely changes this run just because we're not 1 hit away from death. And this is what's going to separate us here. If we can just make this happen. I think I don't want to do this anymore. Not in the grander sense. I love playing Isaac. I'm just not sure if I want to go through this world's slowest min-max. At least we're getting money out of it, though. No luck upgrades, even. What is this world coming to? Okay, well, we can get into our shop for sure. We can almost certainly buy a Spirit Heart in there if there's one for sale. We might be able to buy a regular item, and something like Black Candle would be awesome. But I'm not, to be honest with you, our damage is great. I'm not really afraid for my life. I know that I can get out of this. Oh, Goat Head. If we just get a Spirit Heart, we can take whatever item we want now. Absolutely, we'll take that. I don't think we want anything else. I mean, the key maybe, but with the Goat Head, we could take Dark Bum, or we can take Mom's Knife. I'm going all out and taking Dark Bum, I think. Because first off, Mom's Knife, Dunce Cap, I don't really care about. Secondly, Dark Bum could just as easily keep us alive. And I'm still a little scared about our HP. I'm not going to dispute that in the least. So we're going to go give you this HP out here. Who would have thought it actually turned out to be the wrong decision to go and play that blood bank as many times as possible? It ended up being what separated us, but maybe not in a good way. But I'm pretty pleased of the hoops that we jumped through to try to make this work at least. So what are we on the lookout for right now? Champion enemies, basically. Champions are real problematic for us, but we really should be able to start stacking up some crazy Spirit Hearts as soon as possible, hopefully. I don't really want to do a big room, and I'm summoning flies on the regular. Oh, this is... We may have just won the game on the back of this decision right here. Not even this decision, this room. That was so, like, stupid, disgustingly amazing. And I will absolutely trade a bomb for a Spirit Hearts, and we were able to keep it out there. Easiest win of my life. Never at all was I scared for even a moment on this run. Didn't even enter into my mind space that we could possibly lose. We still could possibly lose, by the way. I hope that's... the joke is self-aware. In its intention, at least. Honestly, even though we've made ourselves way behind schedule for boss rush as a result of that, you know, attempted min-maxing that went terribly wrong on the last floor, we're still, I think, in a good position for it because of Jar of Flies. Now, Jar of Flies is not a great boss rush item, because we're only going to get 1 fly from most enemies, but it's not a bad choice, I'd say, either. Power Pill's fine. We'll look for a teleport, though, and we've done it the old-fashioned way. We've done boss rush, I should say, the old-fashioned way the last 2 times, so I'm not really feeling the burn to, like, you know, do boss rush. Traditionally, if we can teleport out, I consider that a huge victory. Now, I also did take Dunce Cap willingly on this run, so I gotta admit that I'm on the lookout. A dime that's top of the line from Mystery Sack? Thank you very much. I got to admit, I'm on the lookout for a Guppy transformation. Just something to augment the run a little bit. You know, feel a little better about things. We're going to start with full health. Bombs are key. Not a problem. We're up at 31 cents already. After not having enough money on the last shop to go to the shop until like the very end, and no keys for that matter, this has started to turn around very, very nicely right here. And if we have to buy Spirit Hearts, I think there's, you know, definitely worse things to be spending our money on right now. Keep summoning flies like piecemeal, I think. The more damage that we can get done there, the less damage we have to do with our weird Dunce Cap tiers. But honestly, Dunce Cap, Loki's Horn is like almost acceptable in my opinion. And we'll certainly take the Mark. I mean, I'm very tempted to take Gimpy as well. But I think we'll just keep it relatively safe, go for the high damage items, take the Mark. And I can't deny that we've gotten very lucky on this run. We really have. Not just in terms of the items we've gotten. I mean, look at that. Dark Bum, Cube of Meat, which I do consider an amazing item. Pentagram, Piercing Shots, Cricket's Head, Goat Head. Like, we've gotten some really amazing items. I think it's definitely, you know, we've gotten adequate compensation for deliberately nerfing ourselves with this Dunce Cap pickup. And this is the kind of run that I like. The kind of run where, you know, you take the good and you take the bad, then you got the facts of life. Keybeggar, you stand no chance. Let's, you know, we gotta find our item room in our shop, and they should be over here. We gotta have our shops. You know, that old classic Sugar Crisp ad. Can't get enough of that Sugar Crisp. They couldn't call a cereal Sugar Crisp these days. And, you know, that's probably a good thing. Usually when people go like, oh, couldn't get away with that these days, they mean it as like, well, isn't our world like political correctness gone mad? But honestly, we're probably in a better world in this case right now where, you know, instead of having a cereal that's like, it's Candy Crisp, you know, cereals now are like, it's Goat Munch. But instead of, you know, it's still like pretty bad for you, but that's, you know, at least they're trying, I guess. I'm going to take a Spirit Heart. I think it's just sensible in order to take a Spirit Heart here just to keep ourselves, you know, running relatively solid. I'm happy to get the blue cap, by the way, even though there's a shot speed downgrade. The tears up is nice, considering we've got good damage, and the HP up is borderline essential. Do we want to take Gimpy now that it'll only cost us 1 heart instead of 3? Yeah, I think honestly we probably do, now that I think about it. Costs us a little bit in the short term, I think gives us a lot of benefits in the long term. Probably, but we'll see. Preferably, don't walk on the spikes to do it either. Alright, what do you got for me? What do you got for me? Another Spirit Heart. Pretty good. Minute and 40 seconds behind schedule. I still think we got a bead on a pretty easy boss rush here, even though we're behind schedule and it seems foolish to call it very likely. I think we got a shot at it. And another dime is pretty ridiculous, but I guess that's Mystery Sack for you, you know? Sometimes you get a dime that's top of the line. Sometimes you get a penny that is not very handy. I tried. I really did try to make the wordplay work there. I made a promise to Master Wayne that I would take care of you. And I've broken that promise. I'm noticing that with the Dunce Cap here, I'm like accidentally killing a lot of enemies. Like I think I have more accidental enemy kills from killing enemies I'm not even firing at than genuine enemy kills. We're at 19, so we might as well pop this. Obviously, I'd be super thrilled to pick up like Infestation 2 as well. AWAS is actually, that's a teleporter. No matter what, we can use that to either get out of boss rush or cancel boss rush. So, you know, those are two sides of the same coin. I'd be happy with either. And look at the speed that we got going on now. AWAS is, you know, obviously redundant at this point, so we popped that in the hopes of getting maybe a black market or something. And, of course, we got another deal with the devil coming up. Ideally, give me HP and then give me a deal with the devil that takes HP and spits out something useful. But I would also be totally fine with a lump of coal. Better trinket would be nice as well. I'm not sure if Rosary Bead, you know, is going to accomplish that for us. We got an AWAS, Rosary Bead, we got one makes you small. I'm going to stick with Fish Head for now. I mean, the flies are okay. And we do have Krampus, which, you know, is not... doesn't make us clairvoyant to have predicted that. It doesn't mean that we have ESPN just because we guessed that. Northern Line, did you just steal a joke from Mean Girls? You go, Glen Coco. I did just steal a joke from Mean Girls. Alright, we snag some HP. rather than worry about boss rush, because we just made up so much time, I still think we can make it if we go to our item room. And honestly, this is a two-pronged decision. One is, I really do feel like we can make it and still have a chance at boss rush, accomplish, you know, our tertiary goal. And Al, are you saying tertiary just because it makes you feel smart to know what the word for the thing that's less important than a secondary concern is? Well, you go, Glen Coco, you got it again. And actually, we got another advantage here in the form of our boss trap room. But I still think it's all worth it. I don't know if we should open these, though, because if we open these, we can't get into our item room until we find one more key, so maybe we'll do this first. Mom's bottle of pills? All that for Mom's bottle of pills? A crummy commercial. What makes you larger? Just canceled out our previous situation. I say we go for it, and we hope for a good, you know, like, guppy item in one of these. We got a key, which is also great, because it lets us get this. So basically, we got free money, and then probably a spirit heart as well. Alright, probably the diciest maneuvering I've ever done with Cube of Meat, but that's okay. We're going to be, again, about a minute and a half behind schedule, but it was all worth it to gain the HP, I think, and we didn't lose out on the key situation. Inside of our shop, we had greed, so yeah, we're good to go. Okay, next floor, it would probably benefit us to go a little faster. And I know this is where you want me to go. Damn, baby, I can't do it that fast, but I know someone who can. Twister, got you looking at the glitz on my hands and wrists while I'm laying back smoking on my cannabis. When it comes to rocking the rhythm like Marvin and Luther, I can tell you ain't no messing with Con Man and Twist. Twister, what is your beef with Jamie Foxx? He sings the hook on slow jams, and you're only talking about Con Man and Twist? Yeah, from the Shy, and I'd be sipping Hennessy, smoking on a bee, rolling through the streets on 23s. Something like that. I can't remember. I can't remember all of it, but I got the gist of it. Okay, gluttony. I want the HP. Trade it away for a deal with the devil. Beautiful. Extra black heart. I'm probably gonna make some people a little unhappy with how I handle the rest of this, like the next two floors, because I am really gonna like quintuple down on kicking the shit out of enemies with Cube of Meat. It is still our best damage dealer, just because Dunce Cap is, you know, kind of underwhelming our actually pretty good stats right now. But we're going to take some damage in the process. Hopefully Gimpy compensates. If not Gimpy, hopefully Dark Bum compensates. If I actually let him pick up some HP, of course. That would probably be helpful. But we do need to make up a little bit of time here. The soul is pretty good. We don't need the spirit hearts right now, but the soul is fine. And unfortunately, we wasted a lot of flies right there. It's okay. And I'm not going to worry too much about, you know, trying to, like, manufacture some awesome consumables out of this situation. I'm really just going to bum rush the boss fight and ideally the shop and item room as well. I mean, we've already seen the item room on this floor. Have fun, Kate.
Thank you.
Alright, we got a key. We should go back for that. Even if we end up being, like, a minute or two behind schedule, we've still got a shot here, so, you know, don't cut off your nose to spite your face here. We want to go back for the key for sure. And odds are this is probably the right way to go. Yeah. If only we could not have to do this room at the same time. Wow! They gave us dry baby. That's pretty sweet. Well worth the cost, I'd say. Obviously, we got a regular-sized Gish that's going to drop a little miniature Gish over the course of this fight. Excuse me, if you could find it in your heart to die for us, that would be great. Now, guppy items. No guppy items, and in fact, no good items. Ghost Baby, we probably could have afforded, but why not save the HP for something more meaningful? Alright, Depths 2. We have an arcade. We got 3 minutes. What have I done? We just snuck through the poops? We walked in the space between the poops? I was not aware that that was an option. Lucky us, I suppose. And I'm actually pretty confident that we can make this happen here. And I do think that it's worth the compromise. You know, people are like, why are you compromising your min-maxing on the floors just to get to a boss room or boss rush that may not have any good items? And I think the answer is honestly, you're gambling on that risk reward of, you know, sacrificing absolutely like mathematical perfect play in order to get something that gives you a huge numerical or attribute boost in the form of whatever you get from your boss room. But honestly, boss trap. We have no reason to speed up this much. With Cube of Meat, pretty much no matter what, I think we only need maybe 25 seconds to kill Mom, so we actually have a really nice window to deal with things here. Just try to sneak some shots in here. Yeah, easy room. That one could have fucked with us a little bit, but we could also go to our boss trap room, but I doubt we're going to have time for that. You know, something's got to give, even though I'm talking about, you know, this being a relatively easy situation. Let's not be stupid about it. Mulligan would be, like, ideal. If we're so far away from the Guppy transformation, I wouldn't mind just picking up the Mulligan. That sounds fine by me. I think I would love to get more chests, so Rusted Key is good here. Please with the dead ends. I'm so happy we found our boss fight early, but at the same time, like, come on with the shitty dead ends here. Gimpy is actually coming through in the clutch. Not so much from us getting hit, but rather from the red chest we're getting from killing enemies. Our item room is Curse of the Tower, which is actually, you know, let's stick with one run-killing item per run, okay? And this run is already spoken for in the form of the Dunce Cap. Inside of our shop. Jack shit, and honestly, we're gone. I'm sorry that I did my part here. I'm sorry that I did my due diligence. I hate you. And most of all, I hate the fact that I don't hate you. Not even a little. Not even at all. If we miss boss rush because of that, you know, I'll go on with my head held high. Clear heads, high hearts. I haven't seen Friday Night Lights. That speech is in it, though. We should have a pretty easy opportunity here, though, even if we get hit on the way in. Regular version of Mom makes it even easier. All we gotta do is manage the wall hits effect. That was super simple. Alright, first deal with the devil. We got plenty of time. Also pretty bad, honestly. I don't think I won either of those. We know we got more deals with the devil coming. Proptosis is pretty huge. Yeah, I mean, we could take Attack Fly, but I think you gotta love Proptosis in this situation. And that ended up all being worth it, I think. So our tertiary goal achieved. Now we just gotta win, have some fun. Easy come, easy go. I think we've already achieved the have some fun goal as a result of our Dunce Cap pickup here. Am I gonna take blank card? I don't know. Blank card, I like it. Sometimes it's a little, you know, too numerical, if you know what I mean. Like, it's really good, but I kind of like just the power of summoning flies here. But surely, yeah, like blank card Yara, that can do some great stuff for us. A little bit more interested in just kicking the shit out of every enemy we come across with an army of flies, though, and that's working out pretty nicely for us thus far. Now, for the third run in a row, I find myself in this position. Is it worth doing the Hush fight? Like, I really doubt the Hush fight goes wrong for us. We're in a really good spot. It's hard to imagine that we could get screwed by it. At the same time, it could happen. And it's also like, you know, save some Hush for the rest of us. As if it's a, you know, non-renewable resource or something like that. We'll take it frame by frame it, okay? I don't remember the rest. That's the next song. Now that we know almost all of the lyrics to Slow Jams by Jamie Foxx, Kanye West. See, I'm giving the credit where it's due. And you know what? I'm not including Twista. I always thought Twista was the worst part of Slow Jams. That's Jamie Foxx's joint. That's just ridiculous. Twista has an otherworldly performance on that song. It's one of those songs where if you're like, hey, what do you want to listen to right now? You want to listen to Slow Jams by Kanye West? I'd be like, you know, I'm only like mostly into that song. But then every time it actually comes on, I'm like, oh shit. I'm so ready. This is my jam. Okay, so we're gonna get another deal with the devil where I'm hoping that for the first time in a little while, maybe we actually get something that's, you know, worth the price of admission here. Yeah, we might as well. I mean, Cambion Conception's not that good. Judas's Shadow. Well, Cambion Conception can be good, but Judas's Shadow is probably unlikely to be used at all for us, but I think it's worth taking it and saving it as a, like, potential item of some importance. Rather than taking it and immediately seeking to get double damage. Now I'm like, if we get double damage, sure, that's nice, but I think it's it's not preferable to just, like, not dying. But if we die, we'll come back with double damage. And we still have Dark Bum as a way to, like, rebuild our HP from that point onwards. So I'm relatively unconcerned. And this run is moving right along without a doubt. More bombs. We got 6 of those. We probably could use a couple more. Pills. Unless it's balls of steel, which we'll never know, I don't really give a hoots. At this point, at least. I think it's worth 2 keys to open this. We don't have a Yara rune. We got a Guppy item. Gives us 3 flies per room. I think Jar of Flies used properly. Most rooms is better. Wow, we barely forced our way into that room. Most rooms is going to be better, but... Oh, what? That exploded so fast. But honestly, you know, what you lose in maybe efficacy, you gain a little bit in consistency, but mostly I'm just in that for the Guppy situation. So, you know, 9 lives plus another Guppy item is pretty much like our ideal choice right now. If we can get that on our deal with the devil, I will be over the moon. Too low HP to consider the Hush Fight at that point, probably, but I don't think I'm going to do the Hush Fight regardless with 5 HP right now. Dark Judas or no Dark Judas. Incubus, Guppy's Paw. I mean, like, Incubus is really good. So I think we're going to take Incubus. Weirdly enough, I don't think we touch Guppy's Paw. You know what? We can either be at 3 Spirit Hearts, or we can be at 2 Spirit Hearts with double damage. I think I'd rather be at 2 Spirit Hearts with double damage, all things considered. But sure, this is a little dicey. I've basically inflicted some punishment on myself here at this point, and I'm a little scared we're not going to be able to finish the job, but look at the size of these freaking tiers right now. All we need is a couple enemies to pay out with red hearts, start building our spirit hearts back up, and this ends up being like a pretty, you know, positive decision overall for us. I do want to open that, but I'm not sure if I want to open it yet. Come on, just red hearts, man. That's all I need is a couple of red hearts. Get us to 3, 4, 5 spirit hearts, and I'll be thrilled. This is a shop, or sorry, a library. Not a library, actually. We got the Gauze, Chariot. The Gauze is huge. Hangman, Tower. So we're going to use the Gauze, take the Chariots, and then we're going to fight in Boss Rush. And we're going to fight in Boss Rush because we want Fistula for incredible Gimpy plays. I can't remember if we get Fistula here, but we're going to hope for the best regardless. The damage is ridiculous right now. Worst case scenario, generating a lot of flies at least. And there's a Spirit Heart. And a key. Still fine. Ooh, be careful. Those things explode a little faster than I'd like to admit, ladies. 2 Spirit Hearts or a Golden Chest would be ideal. Key and a Spirit Heart is fine. Not the best outcome, but certainly far from the worst. Yeah, we've built up enough HP that we're probably not going to lose this one. And not just probably like 55% chance we win, 45% chance we lose. I'm talking like 80% chance at least that we win right now. Our damage output is just too ridiculous. And even if we get hit, you know, we got Dark Bum, we got Gimpy. We got a lot of stuff that can give us Spirit Hearts pretty easily. And, you know, Mystery Sack is in that boat as well. But to be real with you, we are kind of like whiffing on a few of those like mid-percentage chances right now. I definitely do want to go to the Curse Room. 2 Spirit Hearts. I think that nails it that I will go to the Curse Room. Is there a secret room here? No. Is there... well worth the bombs as far as I'm concerned. Is there a secret room here? No. So we'll use Chariot. We are only 1 Guppy item away now, I think. So it was worth the risk either way. And we got HP regardless. So, you know, the fact that that didn't roll poorly for us probably means that we're safe. Could try to play you for some more HP, but relatively inconsequential in the moment, I feel. Let's go kill us an Isaac. That's indicative of some pretty damn good damage right there. I don't even know where Isaac is, but he is going to die. Head downwards. We got the keys. Cricket's body, man. Cricket's body or the Parasite would be hilarious. No curse is good. My reflection? Ooh, these are like... This is a pretty shit haul. My reflection might be horrible for us right now. But it wouldn't be in the spirit of me playing Isaac if I didn't roll with it. It just feels like the right choice in the moment. Now what we need is sad bombs. We did get a spirit heart. I thought there was a red heart that dropped up there. So that must have been it. We do have a couple of luck upgrades, so I would not be surprised to see some extra chests. I mean, we do have the rusted key as well, so I think fairly realistic odds we can make that happen. That might be another spirit heart waiting to happen. I think it's a good sign when we kill Ragman in like a second and a half. Dark Bum, excuse me. Yeah, another spirit heart. I don't think we need to be at max. In fact, to actually beat Blue Baby, I think we probably need 2 spirit hearts. Enough to get hit once. But let's maybe not get too cocky just yet. That's a little brazen on the cockiness levels. Okay. Still no Beelzebub, but Revengefly is fine. Now, I'll admit, while I'm happy that we went with the bullshit absurd choices on this run, it could have backfired. There were a couple times where I was like, is this backfiring in the present moment? And I think I got pretty lucky that the answer was no. Well, good time for paralysis, if there is ever a good time for paralysis. So, I'm a little bit more, I think, risk-averse in future runs, but this one ended up being a fun one regardless. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. And, of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.